Hi, welcome to the GenX Glam Gab channel here on YouTube. It is great to see everyone, whether you're new, whether you're coming back. I appreciate you. I know there are a lot of choices out there, and you're hanging out with me, Mom in her basement, doing a little bit of glam, doing a little bit of gab, and usually on the go. I'm on the go. I get ready for work, press that record button, come what may. I'm getting ready. If you're tracking my channel, you know I'm getting ready for an international move. That means I'm doing a lot of decluttering. There's a decluttering series that I am filming that I will drop over the summer to keep the content flowing while I'm in between homes. And that's going quite well. I'd say that's going quite well. I think I filmed 5 videos over Mother's Day weekend. I filmed throw it in the garbage, like the keep. I did like bronzers and blushes. What else did I do? I did a get ready with me to declutter. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun, but I have to, let's get back to real time. Squirming in my chair because I really need to get moving here. So what's going on? I've got my skincare down. I do as a wash and dry the hair day. I finally have straight hair again. Had my hair colored over the weekend and my stylist curled it for me and it was fun. She's right. It did last a couple of days. I just needed to run my hands through it. I put some hair oil in and whatever. I brought it back to life. It was fun having the curls. And it was fun filming the declutter series. Those 5 videos I filmed over Mother's Day. It was so much fun filming them with the curls. All right, so I need to obviously do some blending. I did my skincare. I went in with a couple of different color correctors. I combined my Huda Beauty Faux Corrector, the shade Pomelo Pink, with my Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer. I'm not sure in the shade 3.5 Fair. Worked underneath my eyes a little bit with that. Then I went in with my NARS Pot Concealer in the shade Vanilla. Almost time to open a new one. And I went a little bit deeper in the nose contour area and my jawline, a little bit more underneath my eyes with this. So I got all of that in and I blended it. Then I came back on top of it with two different creamy bronzers. This one's from Merit and it's in the shade Clay. Just did, all my contour areas. And then I went in with my CAIA, Swedish brand, sculpting stick in the shade Almond. So the highlight, actually the concealer, the lighter shades that you can see, it's this NARS Pot Concealer. So now we're going to try to do a blend. I thought I should do I don't know, I was feeling, you can see, I was not very precise in the whole laying it down thing, but I just wanted to see if I would need, if I got all of this blended out, if I could get away with, but that's it. Just put on some creamy blush. I've pulled out a dewy blush that is marked for decluttering, but because it's not one that I have to dip into, I can squeeze it out of the tube and it's almost gone. This is from Revolution Super Dewy. I didn't mind this at all. It's 3/4 of the way gone. So I thought, well, let's use some of this stuff that I've got, laying around, give it its final, I don't even want to say its last chance. Listen, I've got such limited space where I'm moving to compared to the size of my collection. And people would argue oh my gosh, you have all kinds of space where you're moving to. Now when you factor in what I got to move there. So choices have to be made. This decluttering series is really keeping it real. It's fun for me to go down memory. Why can't I just say that? It's fun for me to go down memory lane and kind of I can identify with, stories with a lot of these products, whether I ordered them online and, I remember putting the research into the brand, or whether I spontaneously saw something, in the drugstore aisle, or I went to a makeup warehouse sale, which is where I got this goodie, this Revlon Color Stay. It's 2-in-1. I got this at a makeup sale, one of those 80% off warehouse sales. Revlon doesn't make this anymore. It's not in my shade, but I thought, oh, I could use it for maybe to warm up my face. So the idea is it's a foundation, a creamy foundation, and you get your little concealer there. So I haven't quite decided what little mirror on the bottom. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with this yet. Let's go in with my Charlotte Tilbury brush. I think I'm going to keep it because the formula, so this is technically supposed to be foundation, but this is going to be a little, this isn't my shade. I'm going to take it in the space right here where I tend to get a fair amount of redness, just very lightly, and see if I can blend it out. And now I might need, I'm looking a little uneven. I might need to lighten that up a little bit. Let's go in with, I don't have all my stuff here at this glam station. You know, I'm between rooms right now as I, you know, reorganize everything. So I can't, I would have liked to have used my Kosas or my Kaja super light concealer. That's those two I tend to grab for when I do something like this, make a complete mistake on the color. I think we need a bigger beauty blender. This is from e.l.f. This I also unearthed in the whole, you know, excavating project that is decluttering my glam drawers and everything else. And it's not one of my favorite beauty blenders. It feels a little rough, and it feels like when I get it wet, I don't know if to say it's not as porous as I'd like it to be. It feels a little rough, and I've never really bought these, but they've come. I've actually used reward points, like my Beauty Squad points, to get these, or they've just kind of come with stuff. And not really a super fan of them. I'm not sure what e.l.f. sells them for if you were to straight up buy one. Probably a couple of bucks. Not one of my favorite beauty blenders. And, you know, I usually pretty much like all of the e.l.f. tools. You know, I'm a big fan of the e.l.f. tools. All right, I need to do something with those brows. Unearthed my NYX brow glue. I had in my declutter, one of the declutter videos, I did declutter all of the, I don't know, eyeliners, I guess, eyebrow pencils, all this stuff that I had bought along the way in my collection, trying to find an eyeliner that I could tightline with that didn't transfer, trying to find the right brow product. So I went through kind of like glues and tints with little spoolies and, you know, just the pencils before I really found the, you know, well, one, I go get the brows tinted and laminated. So part of that collection is before I sort of did all of that. But I don't know, there were so many different brands. There were so many. I'm just like, I'm throwing them out and I'm starting over with what I know I like. And in terms of all of the brands and the products I tried that have the spoolie and have like the tint glue in it, like an all-in-one, you know, you're not putting on the color first and then going in with the glue to make it hold. This is one-stop shop. This NYX brow glue. This is what I'm going to move forward with. I'll probably purchase one and put it in, you know, whatever I move out. I'm trying to think if NYX, if I'm trying to remember when I went to H&M Beauty in the mall in Stockholm over Christmas, if NYX was there. Essence was there. e.l.f. was there. Maybe I can get this overseas at H&M Beauty at the mall. Not sure. Anyway, so I threw out a bunch of those pencils and stuff because I've narrowed it down to, you know, the few that I like. Like I just used the NYX brow glue. I like my Charlotte Tilbury fine tipped brow pencil. Here we go. I like the Charlotte Tilbury glue, the brow fix. There I go. And then I like my lip bar one, also a fine tip. What I learned is I don't like the chunky sort of rectangular, you know, tips on these things. I like the fine tips, but I didn't like the Kosas. The Kosas fine tip nano or whatever the heck it was called. Kept snapping and breaking on me. Didn't like that. All right, how are we doing on the blend? Oh, I have to give a shout out to Bert B. Bert B sent me a care package. I couldn't believe it. So yesterday, the kiddo was locked out of the house. I got to call at work. I'm like, he's locked out of the house. I'm like, oh gosh. All right, let me just come home. It was like 4:15 and my colleagues were like, yes, go. Because my commute is not just 15 minutes. So so he's calling me along the way. Are you almost there? Like, I think he's bored. And so he's just talking to me. And I said, oh, did the HelloFresh come? Because this is the last week we're doing HelloFresh. Yeah, HelloFresh came. Oh, did a big box from, all right, so now we're going in with the Revolution super dewy, kind of glowy blush. I said, oh, can't get any out. This isn't a good sign. This isn't a good sign. Oh, I just broke the whole thing off. So I said, did my big package from Amazon come? Because I ordered this 2-drawer makeup suitcase, and I can't get this out. It's not, SpaghettiOs. Let's just take the top off and then try to get some out. He's like, yeah, you got a big package from Amazon. I'm like, great. And then he said, and you got another package. And then he read the name on the package, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's from my subby. That's from a subby. Wow, this is looking really, really matte and there's not a lot of cream left in this. I remembered this being a lot more dewy. I can't even sell this. It's like I have the garbage one done. I have this little bag of the stuff that I've already identified for the garbage right underneath this table, and I'm just threw stuff in. I think I contaminated my beauty blender too. Let's see that was really matte. It wasn't meant to be like a mousse. That was supposed to be a creamy, we can get it off the sponge. That was meant to be like a creamy product. I think I screwed up my coloring with this thing. All right, let's get really crazy. This is what I wanted to use today. I'm getting back to Burt B. Thank you, B. Thank you so much. I'm going to show everybody what you gave me. All right, I'm on the fence about this L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I can't read the shade, something light, I'm sure. I'm on the fence about keeping this. So that's the whole reason why I did all of that underpainting, because I wanted to try this. It's very lightweight. It's not old. It's not expired like that one that I just used. So let's go in with it and see. I do not like this beauty blender. I don't like it at all. Anyway, when I get my hands cleaned, we're going to go over it. But basically, B sent me a very nice card. Oh my gosh. Such thoughtful sentiment in this card. And it was only one day off for Mother's Day, B. So close. Call that a win. Very sweet card. I'm using my clean hand here. Look at this fun Revlon sort of like 2-in-1. I don't know if B remembered me saying like I hot airbrush my hair to finish, like I dry it to like whatever, 75%, depends how lazy I am. Depends how lazy I am every day. I'll get it mostly dry, and then I go in with my big hair brush that has hot air running through it, and then I just try to like blow it out a little bit more. Today I was really lazy, and I didn't put a lot of effort into this, into the finish. So I'm super excited to try this thing. Perfect Style Ionic Hot Air Kit, and so it's got 2 different sizes of brushes, which I'm really excited about. And I've used something like this similar before. My mom has. So like when I go home and I stay with her, she has a similar hot air brush. So the bristles are a little bit different than the one that I use, but I'm super excited to use it. Thank you, B. Thank you for thinking of me. And all of these, like, this is a Clarins sample in here, Natrium body lotion. Just sent me like a little mini butter glow from Physicians Formula, and a shadow glow from NYX, the Ultimate Glow Shots. And what I'm also going to use this weekend, thank you very much, a Tatcha Luminous Dewy Skin Mask. Thank you so much, B. That was just warmed my heart, like a literal, like unbelievable. Didn't warm my heart, melted my heart. Who's thinking of me? Thank you so much. So, okay, so who was thinking of me? I did from a family member, I got a Sephora gift card for Mother's Day. I already spent it. Even though I'm trying to declutter, I repurchased the Day brand. They make these amazing smelling hair products. I've got I've tried them all. I think it's the cactus flower in them that make them smell so amazing. But I love their leave-in conditioner. And so I purchased that, and I got, what else did I get? Because I had the minimum spend, they gave me like an 11-piece sample set. If you ask me, it's still junk. It's still junk. I have yet to really be wowed by any, samples from Sephora, but it was free, so I got it. I don't know. I think it'll come tonight and we'll unbox it. Now I have forgotten because I'm still so overwhelmed with talking about Bee's gift. It really came out of nowhere, and I'm very, very, very grateful for it. I cannot tell if I've made any real progress on that base, but we have to keep moving. Unearthed this art class by Roden. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I bought this from Glam, and it's a bronzer with like 3 different tiers, which I really, really like. I like these multi-tone in these beigeish brownish colors because, those are what I like to use. So I was thinking I would go ahead and use it on my lids. I'd take one of my big brushes and I'd take it all over my face. I'm kind of wondering if I should go back in with one of my sculpting sticks and warm up my face like a little bit more. I feel like that's necessary, and I feel like the CAIA almond shade is calling for me. I have so much going on my face right now. I'm starting to have glam station regret. Like I've put entirely too much product on, and I haven't gotten anywhere near the effect that I would have wanted to get with this much product on my face. I don't know. I could just be overthinking it. I was kind of going today, I'm wearing kind of a tannish shirt. I don't know how it's picking up in the light in my amateur rig set. But so I was kind of thinking, I'm going to go with this like sun-kissed, bronzy kind of look today. That's what I was going for. But yet a little, little pops of brightness. I pulled out my, somewhere, and there's my chubby stick. Somewhere I pulled out, here it is. My House Labs Glassy Hibiscus, like lip and cheek stick. Really like it because I thought it matched this shade of pink in my face palette from CAIA, the brand out of Sweden. Let's just like that, just a tiny, I know you're probably like, wait a minute, where did it go? Where did it go, House Labs? Where did you go? That didn't really give me that much. Are you starting to crap out on me too? All right, let's use the chubby stick from Clinique and see if these two, the chubby stick from Clinique and that blush and cheek stick that I just used from House Labs, they really remind me a lot of one another. Similar shape in applicator and just in overall size. Let's get a little on the lids. Yeah, I gotta get out of here. I'm not in such a huge hurry, but I feel like I've kept you entirely too long. But I wanted to give a shout out to Bee. Let me give a shout out to some of my latest giveaway winners. That stuff's going out to Alice. I've got connected. Who won the flower nose? Help me out here, guys. Help me out. Maria, Carida Maria. She won the flower nose and connected with me on Discord. She joined Discord. Now here's a poster child. Here is a poster child. She moved over from the YouTube, and she went ahead and joined Discord, and she DM'd me over there, and that's how we connected to do the mail out. So congratulations, Maria. I'm going to get your flower nose out. So that's kind of exciting, right? I'm trying to stay on top of things. I'm trying not to drop any balls, even though we are in the midst of a big move. All right, I pulled out my Too Faced Born This Way Soft Blur Setting Powder. I thought I'd go in with that. Why not? I'm just looking for the appropriate brush to use. I need to wash my brushes. This isn't even the appropriate brush, but at least it's clean. I need to wash my brushes pretty badly. Wednesday is going to be another big, like, doing stuff around the house for me day. I took the day off work because I have people coming to the house to work on stuff, including the yard. And I'm just going to try to do my best to finish kind of decluttering the basement, in the sense of, you know, I have all my stuff sorted for my videos. So now it's really a matter of, yeah, just packing up what's not glam that's hanging out in my basement. I've got a lot of books and knickknacks and stuff in staging areas for, you know, the bigger pack out whenever that happens. All right, going in with a little bit of that pink powder from the CAIA. Gonna use a Charlotte Tilbury brush. Love this brush. Man, I don't own many brushes from Charlotte, but what I own, I sure like. All right, let's just go in. That's a nice pop of color. That's a nice, very subtle, you know, it's not getting all patchy. I do need to blend it out a little bit, but I like that, like initial little pop. I'm gonna go in with another Charlotte Tilbury brush, a little bit bigger, and just really smooth it all around my cheeks. I'm getting brave today. Normally I like to keep that color right on the top, but I'm going in because we've got all kinds of product on today, sort of helping me out, you know, evening everything out. There, we got it. We did it. It's the barely there look that I like to get. Maybe one. What happens? Maybe I was going to say one little sweep. Look, that didn't even have a lot of fallout. This is actually not the springiest chicken in the hen here, in the hen pen, in the pen, in the chicken coop. I'm trying to say I bought this a while ago. So this is a testament of, you know, how much powder kind of, I don't know, depreciates over time. Like I'm having a really hard time getting any of this on my brush, but that's one of the reasons that I'm using this stuff, because I love it. I think it's so cool. I still love the packaging. It just, I don't know. It called to me. It called to me. I loved the packaging. I love the concept of the tri-colors of bronzers. But if this thing isn't picking up a ton of color, it's not really worth moving forward. So I'll probably, that might end up in the garage sale, as much as it kind of pains me to say. A little bit of Charlotte Tilbury gloss to go over that chubby stick. And we're out of here. Don't forget there's a giveaway going on. There is a giveaway. There's the Charlotte Tilbury makeup bag, really nice makeup bag that I've got going on. And, you know, you need to be subscribed to the channel, make a comment in that giveaway video, which I will, going in with a little bit of the Clarins SOS Lash Serum in the shade Caramel, because I'm not going to wear mascara today, but I feel like this serum has the goodness of the ingredients of serums have. Does that make sense? And it separates out my lashes. But this is not a giveaway video, but I will link the giveaway video. You can use this on your brows too. I will link the giveaway video in this video description. So if you are subscribed to the channel, go make a comment over there and have a USA or Canada mailing address. You'll get in the running for that nice Charlotte Tilbury makeup bag stuffed with goodies. I stuffed it. I stuffed it with goodies, including some really nice Guerlain skincare samples. The tear, let's polish it off with the tear. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I hope you're well. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks again to B for sending me a care package. Like I said, it didn't just warm my heart, it melted my heart. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you. Take care. I'll see you in the next video.